Why?
The Fast and Furious 9 trailer dropped.
It what?
Fine.
Dropped.
Are you having a stroke?
Yeah, that too.
You smell toast?
Oh, so good. Everything about that trailer was just.
Okay, we'll get to that.
I almost want to get into it right now because there were so many times where I was like, I did it like 4 times.
Can we preface this by saying that Brick doesn't have his Adderall right now, so it's going to be a wild ride?
Yeah, don't
buckle up, peeps.
Put me in that box, dude. Are you kidding me?
I'm literally taking you out of the box.
I'm in a literal box, actually, as we're recording now. I just realized that's brutal. This little camera we have here, I'm in the box.
Dude, there's someone in your window, Brick.
God. This is going to be a nightmare, isn't it?
It's going to be a nightmare episode. Call.
Christ.
They ran away. Did you hear them? No, they're
Are
gone.
you on the first floor, by the way, or are you second floor or third?
Second floor. So that would be a really tall man. It would have been Slender Man if I had to take a guess. He didn't have a face.
Quiet plug. That was actually, I think, still our most downloaded episode of the podcast.
Ooh-wee. Someone should go back and re-download it because it was a fantastic episode.
I wonder why that was.
I don't know, because it was just a creepy ass topic and we're a bunch of fucking idiots talking about it.
Weren't you not on that episode?
No, I was on it.
Who was? Wasn't Will on that episode?
Was on it.
Was Will on it?
I think so.
So one of you two was not on it.
Wait. I think that was when we used to share Yeti mics. I think you and Will were sharing a Yeti mic, maybe.
I don't remember.
Old school days, origins, back in that old. We didn't even have that little comic back room. Yeah. We were doing it in your kitchen or your dining room.
But I did make you guys read Midnighter and Apollo.
I did.
Yeah.
Was that the episode?
Yeah. I don't think you
were on
the
episode.
Oh, maybe I wasn't then because I didn't read that.
That's definitely why it was our most downloaded because Mark wasn't there.
True.
Do you guys think they're going to do a Kobe Bryant tribute? It's been a long day.
I don't even know because that's Paul Walker's song, first of all.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that Paul Walker would be okay sharing it with Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant should get his own song, though.
He will. But it's been first of all, Lil Wayne did a Kobe Bryant song. It just was before he died, so it wasn't like a tribute.
Yeah.
It wasn't very sad either. It was pretty cute. It was a pretty cool song.
I don't want to talk about this. I don't know about you guys. I felt really weird for I think over the last 2 days, I'm finally starting to get back to normal, but I've been feeling weird as fuck after that shit happened.
I don't want to talk about it, but I've been feeling really weird about the whole thing. What do you guys think? You just said, you idiot. Anyway.
It's true. So, and obviously this varies person to person, but for me, it was I always just thought that's a guy who is literally invincible.
Yeah.
And is never going to die.
Yeah. I think it was more fucked up, even though I'm not a father, thinking about those moments with his daughter and stuff. That just really fucking shook me up.
I mean, and everything that he's done since his basketball career ended, he won an Oscar. He started a production company. He's doing animation and stuff that. I don't know. It sucks. And there's nothing we can say about it that hasn't already been said. It just, I don't know. I thought we should probably mention it.
I know. Yeah. Because we're avoiding it. It was the talk of the last whenever it happened a week ago.
It still is. People are still.
It's one of those things that I think you'll remember where you were when you heard it. I was sitting in the airport and I'm like, no fucking way is this true.
We don't even, I feel like they're not even talking about the Super Bowl. They're just talking about Kobe Bryant.
It hijacked it for a good 3 days.
Yeah, I feel like there's not much Super Bowl hype, but we do have a challenge between Ryan and I for not having to see Cats. So Mark already
stop you right there. I have to interject with something.
Please do.
This is kind of a crossover because Heck is ready for you, Mark. I don't know if you thought that I wasn't going to listen to last week's episode or if you thought that I was going to think you were joking or the fucking audacity that it takes for you, the ultimate welcher of all bets.
Wait.
So to call me a bet welcher.
But then I was but I welch more on my bets.
Okay. Name one bet that I've ever welched on.
We made that bet about LeBron going to winning the championship. It was I can't think of it right now. I'm not going to think about it.
Real fucking convenient. First of all, For me to welch on a bet, you'd actually have to win a bet with me.
Brick, you better win so fucking he goes
Which you have never done. Hang on, I'm getting to that. Because the stupidity on your end to say this the week before the Super Bowl, before I could potentially make you go see Cats, that was really fucking stupid.
Hold on. No, it wasn't.
Because now
you're going to make me go see Cats anyways. It doesn't matter. I'm banking on Brick. If Brick doesn't win, I'm seeing Cats regardless. I might see it regardless anyways, depending on who Brick wants to see.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm looking at making a pact with Brick and saying, fuck you, because I am that upset about this.
I think Brick and I had such an amazing episode last week. Good times, giggles, laughing, talking about friendship. It's done. You're going to go see Cats if Brick wins. We've established that pact. It's done.
The audacity.
You better win.
The audacity of you to claim that I've ever welched on a bet, let alone that you've beat me in a singular bet.
No.
You have never won a bet in the history of this fucking podcast.
Yeah, I have.
It hasn't been good numbers. I'll be honest. The numbers are not on your
Going
side.
back
It
to
just sounds like a ballpark.
Going back
figure.
to giant Jenga.
Like
Going back to the Super Bowl with the Falcons and the Patriots, when you said the final score was going to be like 17-3.
Cody Garbrandt, I won that bet.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, we both bet on that fight. You took fucking what's his name, and I took Cody Garbrandt, and he won.
What was the bet? What were the stakes?
Who was gonna win?
What were the stakes?
We were both using a betting app, and I'm like, put 20 on Cody Garbrandt, and you're like, put 20 on the other dude.
So we weren't betting against each other.
Not technically, but we kind of were.
You don't even know what fucking gambling is. You are an infuriating person. I cannot wait for you to go see Cats, you asshole.
I'm not seeing Cats.
Yes, you are.
Dude, it's the flu talking. Just relax.
Oh my God.
Brick's going to win no matter what. And me and Brick are best friends now, as we always were. And you're going to go see Cats.
Brick, just think about all the bullshit he put you through. Like, why don't you have that mic arm better? Why isn't it closer to your face?
It's me just trying to help a friend out. There's a difference.
Anyways, talk about Brick, me to you. Talk about a major fuck up for him to talk about that the week before I could potentially make him go see Cats. How stupid was that?
I think it was not the best move, and I was off guard. But I mean, I still had a horse in the race, so I understand that it was desperate. And who knows? Maybe it comes to fruition. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I'm going to play the fence here. Rare opportunity.
You were going to make me.
I thought I was going to be the one that getting yelled at this
that.
episode. I didn't know it was going to be you.
The fact that I sat on this for a full week, like, I'm proud of myself because I wanted to call you and be like, you fucking idiot.
It's all right.
I'm happy you saved it for the live air.
You had the Chinese
played it cool
or whatever.
I respect that.
Because you wouldn't wear your fucking mask like I told you to.
First of all, that's racist. Secondly, the people who wear masks to airports, racist? The Chinese flu.
It's a flu that is originating in China. It's coming from a city in China. Yes, I don't know the fucking exact city.
Wuhan.
What would you call it then?
The coronavirus?
All right, I'm not going to call it a coronavirus.
Coronavirus, we say in unison.
Jeez, I'm sorry if I offended any Chinese people out there, but it's a flu or virus originating in China.
Did you guys hear this fire meme going around created by Dale Danger himself? The big, space NASA like team, and it just says the Budweiser marketing team. Time to release the coronavirus.
I get it.
That's the virus going around. AKA
I exhaled sharply out of my nose.
Hot in the streets.
So do we have are we leaning one way or another, Brick, for the Super Bowl tomorrow? Do you even care who wins other than this bet?
Yeah, no, quietly I want Jimmy G to win. That's why I feel like I'm so torn. Like,
wait,
if the Chiefs win, that's dope.
God,
if the Chiefs win, that's dope.
Either way.
But I think I want the Niners to win. Honestly,
I'm kind of good either way because I like Andy Reid. I want him to win a Super Bowl.
Same. I think that's why there's no Super Bowl hype either. Everyone's like, okay.
It's not the Patriots. You don't have a villain. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm actually good with this. The only thing that I think is going to happen is the over-under set at 51, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to hit the under. The last couple Super Bowls have kind of under-delivered in that area. Last year was a fucking snoozer.
I think that's why we're due for an upswing.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping it's like it's the 49ers versus the New Orleans Saints game this year, where they were just a shootout back and forth,
back and forth. 120 points. Yeah.
They needed, Jimmy G to throw some passes out there. I mean, the problem is the last 20 or so Super Bowls that a top 2 defense has played, they're 15-5. And I think that pass rush is something serious, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
Bosa, he's scary, dude. He's a monster and just ultra hard motor at all times. It's insane. Also,
why are all QBs like just so quiet and professional? I'll call it. I want like Mahomes and fucking Garoppolo. It's been like the quietest fucking lead up to the Super Bowl of all time for like just even talking about football or getting interviews. I want these guys like at least like kind of talking low key shit about each other.
That's intentional. Like you're so under the microscope. If you say anything that could potentially be twisted the wrong way, then
it's so lame.
Yeah, it is. It sucks. I wish it was more like fighting,
like
where
UFC.
You could just,
yeah,
I'm gonna
talk shit,
eat his children, and murder his wife.
Well, maybe not to that extent, but imagine Jimmy Garoppolo saying that.
I think that'd be hilarious because he kind of has like dumb eyes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Where he kind of looks like there's nothing going on behind.
Yeah, we also went to Eastern.
He's playing it cool. Don't show your cards. That's Jimmy G.
I'm not saying he is dumb, or I'm not saying that he's not extremely handsome, because he is.
He's just got that Instagram face at all times, that Instagram profile.
Yeah,
just ready for a photo. Boom, perfect photo, Jimmy. I know. I'm always ready.
Did either of you see any prop bets that you kind of liked?
I haven't looked.
I'll kick this off. Brick, you can think about it. We were talking about in the Discord, over under 2.5
good ones.
Players to throw a forward pass. So you get 2 from the bat, right? You get both quarterbacks. So you get either a trick play where like a running back throws, or like Emmanuel Sanders
Debo
could
Samuels
throw something.
Yep.
Yeah. They have a lot of
Or
tools.
somebody gets hurt, or there's a fake punt, or something like that. I really like that. It was, I think, plus 130 last I saw it. So if anybody's looking for a prop to sit on and something to root for during the game, I think that's pretty healthy odds.
Are there odds for like a field goal winning the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Are they like shitty
there are
odds?
literally, this is the most gambled upon event.
At the most ridiculous things.
You can bet on fucking anything.
The over-under for the national anthem, how long it's going to go. People have been like timing, going through people's history and seeing how long they've done in the past. It's insane.
Why is it Shakira and J-Lo?
Because
that's the lamest fucking halftime show ever.
It'll be spicy, dude. What are you talking about?
Who is that an impression of?
Dude, I'm just going to be reading signs of her body the whole time.
That was Shakira. I was J-Lo because I was singing, obviously.
Cool. This is the Super Bowl from 2007.
It's going to be hot and spicy, and you don't even know.
What was last year, though? Who do we have? Fucking Adam Levine or whatever his name is from Maroon 5? Dude, Divine. What's his last name?
Is there any band or like singer that you legitimately can't stand? Like, not just, I don't care for their music, so I don't listen to it.
You just want to rip on Adam Levine because he ripped his shirt off and shredded the guitar like an ultimate doucher on the fucking Super Bowl last year.
No, it's just because he sings like this.
I don't know. Like ever since I went down my usual YouTube rabbit holes and I saw that video of Nick Jonas trying to play a guitar solo when he's supposedly playing an amazing guitar solo in this song that's supposed to be him playing and him doing it in real life and it just being complete shit. I lost complete respect for him. First of all, don't even attempt that. Second of all,
as a true guitarist,
fuck off.
He didn't hit the strings at the right moment, and it didn't vibe with me, bro.
It wasn't even like that.
The vibes.
It wasn't even like that.
Vibe.
It's gone viral because it's just so fucking bad.
You are so going to see Cats next week. Bro. You are such an asshole.
Can you film yourself and play the guitar at the same time while on Instagram? I don't think so. That's Marky Mark. That's
jokes on
now
you.
You're descending into Jim Rome impersonation.
Are you kidding me?
On you. I'm going to see Cats before the Super Bowl starts tomorrow. I'm going to go watch it at the theater first thing in the morning.
Okay.
And you're going to be like, oh, you got to see Cats. Well, guess what? I've already seen Cats, motherfucker. And I'm going to give you the synopsis, and you're going to get fucked.
Why would I care? You thought he had me. Okay.
And then I'm going to go see Dogs 2. Dogs 2. I'll go see that fucking movie, too.
All right. Sure.
You ever seen the Dogs movies?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where they like have gadgets and like have fucking night vision and shit?
Are you done?
No. Go on. News to us. Boop.
All
we
right,
know the
now
symptoms
we
of the
can gush
coronavirus?
about.
Does Mark have it? Is he losing his mind?
I think honestly, he's been exposed to you for too long.
I've been dreaming about cats the last fucking month.
I'll go be a fucking cat. I don't even care. I don't care. As long as I get into Smithers' head, I don't even care. I'm a psycho.
Eat a cat?
I'm a cat. I'm a cat.
I'm fucking Mark Wahlberg. That's
Hello, cat. Say hello to your mother for me.
fucking plants are talking. Jesus.
What is that? The Happening?
Yeah. Jesus, that guy just
really-
got ran over by his own tractor trailer.
Why
Oh my
would you
God.
reference The Happening right there, talking about cats?
I thought we were talking about Mark Wahlberg.
Okay.
See, he is losing his mind. Somebody get IMDb, or I mean, what's the what's the doctor website? IDB? No, IMD, MDB,
WebMD?
IMDb.
WebMD.
Jesus
Go to
Christ.
IMDb and see if he's got coronavirus.
You mean the China flu?
The China flu, dude.
Exactly.
I
We're
don't
being
know what you want
politically
me to
correct.
say.
Oh, my face hurts already. Now we can gush over Fast and Furious 9. I know that it's not an original thing to do, but they have not been consistent in naming any of these movies.
I swear
The
to God,
Fast
this
and the
is-
Furious, Fast and Furious, Fast, Furious, Furious Fast.
Tokyo
Jeez.
Drift.
Yeah. Just throw a
This one's
Tokyo
literally-
Drift in there.
This one's literally called Fnine. Fnine.
But anyways,
It was called Fine.
It's literally called Fnine.
Vin Diesel is the
Ice and
father of the
Suya.
year because his 3-year-old son knows what a 3/8 extension is. I'm guessing that neither of you could pick that out of my toolbox if I asked you,
Why would it be in the toolbox?
because it's a tool.
It would be in
First
the
of all,
tool
it would
shed,
be in the
getting
tool
numb
shed.
nuts.
It would be placed inside of the toolbox.
Exactly, dude.
You right,
You missed
Brick?
a step. You don't just get tools like magically appearing. You need to go to the shed and then go to the tool box and then take it out. You're missing steps, Smithers.
Idiot. All right, go on.
I like how you guys both managed to deflect that neither of you have any idea what a 3/8 extension is.
I actually thought that was like a part to a car when you first said it. I was like, oh, yeah, great, dude.
He's like,
Great.
yeah,
I
that's
don't
the
know shit about
exhaust
cars.
pipes.
God, I hate you both. Anyways, this trailer has everything. John Cena is here and he's Vin Diesel's brother for no explicable reason.
Where did you see John Cena?
Are you
can't
fucking kidding
see him? Oh, someone put the music. Someone put the music. Ba-ba-da-ba.
You've been sitting on that all day. You've been sitting on that all day.
I
haven't you?
haven't. I just thought of it.
Swear to God,
Zero
that was the
chance.
most. Hey, let me throw up an amazing alley-oop off the backboard, and then I just dunked on Smithers so hard. Oh my God, this has been fun. This has been a fun show. We haven't
I
even
might make
started
you both
yet.
go see Cats.
I haven't been recording.
No,
Shut up.
Shut up.
Just kidding. Just kidding. We're killing it still, boys. Just kidding.
Oh, all right. Well, let's keep talking about this. Let's just talk about this the whole episode.
I'm going to switch to my hot toddy.
Your hot dotty.
Hot toddy.
Toddy?
Hotty toddy, gosh
I don't
almighty.
know what that is.
You never had a hot toddy?
Is it a type of tea?
Yeah, it is. It's for when you have a cold. My grandma used to make it. You put
Yeah, a new low.
lemon tea,
Like,
bourbon, and honey.
Oh, you have bourbon in there?
Yeah.
Are you sure a hot toddy really has bourbon in it, or is it just because you're an alcoholic?
No, that's literally what a hot toddy is.
Okay.
Sheets is in the Discord in the fucking Twitch chat, and he's as perplexed as I am at how both of you are so full of I don't know, is this energy or is this just fucking psychosis setting in?
that's what happens. You didn't see Hansel and Gretel, dude. I think we
Yeah,
both might have
Hansel and
lost
Gretel
our
leaves you
mind. It was
shook.
fantastic. It was
Did they give you
fantastic.
mushrooms like at the door when you walked in?
Huge spoiler.
I don't know.
Don't say
I'm hot in here. I'm hot in here. I don't know. I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling hot.
All right.
Go outside.
Fast and Furious 9.
Fine.
Han is back.
Oh, Han.
That's
God damn it.
oh Hansel. Yeah, that's
Hello.
the big little cameo thing we get at the end to be like, oh my God, give us another 3-minute trailer that literally tells us the whole movie.
He's easily in the running for cameo of the 2021
Yes.
Chump Academy Awards, right?
Yes.
Him and Michael, the guy who played the bird guy in Spider-Man. I can't think of his name.
Keaton?
Yes, Michael
Yeah.
Keaton. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm back on Smithers' team. Team
For
Smithers.
Morbius, got it.
Okay.
For Morbius. Okay.
If only you'd written your thoughts down at some point. What else do we want to say about this? The cars are cool. Vin Diesel is just. Do you think they're ever going to de-escalate this? Like, are they ever going to go back to their roots where it's actually just street racing?
No. It's impossible to ever go back to the good old days, just street racing and running from the po-po. Nope. You are going to shooting space cars into Mars and exploding asteroids. That's the only level you can go.
There's a literal stealth bomber.
Yeah, and just it's a magnet plane. Insane. They have some pretty cool shots, honestly, and also I feel like it's just more of a Hobbs and Shaw style Fast and Furious rather than.
I think the only difference is there's more people within the gang. When before it was just The Rock was by himself and then teamed up with Shaw.
Explain that, Brick. I don't think I follow.
What do you mean?
How is it more Hobbs and Shaw than Fast and Furious?
It's because I feel like it's a fighting between Vin Diesel and more or less like the super spy.
You think it's more one-on-one?
Yeah. So like
Okay.
Hobbs and Shaw, like they worked, but it was more like a fighting, like crime solving thing. This is more of like they're gonna be fighting at each other, obviously, but I don't know. They're losing. They're not gonna be just doing street racing like you're saying.
Well, Vin Diesel, I think
more,
Vin Diesel, for the most part, in almost the majority of the Fast and Furious movies, he was always off fighting someone by himself. The main villain, he was always pretty much fighting by himself.
Like separated somehow.
Yeah.
Like that. He had his first fight with The Rock.
Yep.
And
There was
Jason Statham. And
some dude at the top of a parking garage. I can't think of what one that was. Maybe Fast 6 or whatever it was.
Okay, let me ask you this: where is the opening street race going to happen? I'm going to say just outside the Amazon forest
Cuba?
on the
Yeah, last one was
beaches
in
in
Cuba.
dune buggies.
No, I think this is going to be like, because they've done Abu Dhabi.
They did
Japan,
Puerto Rico or Cuba. They did Cuba, right? Recently.
Kentucky.
I want it to be like Siberia. They've done Siberia. Fuck, man. They've done everywhere. They ran out of continents.
Did you just say it? Yeah, didn't they? But instead of a car, wasn't it a fucking
It was a
torpedo or submarine?
He farted again. My dog farted again. That is fucking brutal.
Damn. And let's talk about.
That's a brilliant move, Smithers, to always blame the dog.
No, dude, trust
that's
me.
why
This,
you get the-
this
that's why you
kinda
get the
smells
dog.
like dog food.
Let's talk about Dominic Toretto pulling the short straw on the hairline. If Cena's his brother, god damn, that sucks.
When did John Cena
And
decide?
I'm talking from experience right here, boy.
When did John Cena decide, like, I'm going to grow the full high and tight back in?
I don't know.
He was really short for a while, right? Like, he shaved his head for a little while.
His face just looks like it's on GH, like it's on growth hormone.
Well, that's because it is.
It is. His like nose is just it grows each year. I don't know how to describe it though.
Bulbous. It's bulbous. That's how you
But this-
describe it. It's bulbous.
On that note, before we go on, Jimmy Kimmel did his mean tweets,
Mhm.
and it was Nick Bosa. And somebody's tweet was, Nick Bosa's nose is so big, it looks like he's been lying for 10 years straight. I was like, wow, that's a really good burn.
That is a good burn.
That's a very good Twitter burn. I got to give it to him. That's good.
Anyways, back to Fast and Furious.
Back to Fast and Furious.
It's flying, guys.
The
Flying.
F9.
The song in the background, they did a great job. They mashed up fucking some Kid Cudi song where he's just like, whoa, like doing his like humming and shit. And then they took DJ Snake's Frequency 75 song. That's just like, and that just got you going. And of course, they had to throw in the little See You Again melody in the beginning. Had to.
Yeah, what? That doesn't really fit there. Like, he's hanging out with his son. I guess.
They
'cause
named
his
him
son's
Brian.
named Brian.
Yeah.
They named him
know.
Brian. This is your father gave this to me once. I don't know what that was about. Was that Dominic gave her that? Whatever. Michelle Rodriguez. Looking good. What is she, 40?
Yeah. She's
Look
got to
good.
be. I mean,
She's looking better with age, honestly. She
The
was
first one of
very
these-
meh. She was. I didn't think she was very attractive the first couple of years in Fast and Furious. Now I think she's actually hot. It's weird.
It's weird.
Maybe I just like MILFs, I guess.
the first one of these came out June 22nd, 2001.
Wow.
2001.
Wow.
Shit.
Only 53% on Rotten Tomatoes. Fuck you, Rotten Tomatoes. This movie
What
is
do you know?
110%.
Rotten Tomatoes.
What do you know, Rotten Tomatoes?
How much were you guys smirking when they're like, we don't even know who this guy is? And she turns, she's like, it's Dom's brother. Just like,
It's just- It's somehow the most obvious and yet the most ridiculous, over the top answer possible. And the entire time, I'm eating it up.
You know it was going to be his brother, though. When she did that pause, she's like, it's his brother.
I want it to be like that cheesy. I'm at the point in the series where I want all the cheese. Feed me as much cheese as possible. I'll stuff it all in.
Provolone cheddar, just fucking throw that Gouda in my mouth.
Oh
Dude,
my
this
god,
whole
smoked
time,
fucking Gouda. Give me
this
that
whole
Give me
trailer.
that Munster, baby.
This whole trailer. I'm just sitting
freestyle
back
cheeses
like,
right now. Fed up in this.
Hello, Smithers. You're quite good at turning me on.
Yeah.
oh, dude, you need to go upstairs, man.
He's tooting over there, man.
Oh,
Give him a break.
God, that's brutal. He's gonna do that all day during our fucking D&D session tomorrow.
Get him a cake. You'll go viral. Fart cakes joke.
That's a tick-ass boy. Boy, he's tick.
Jesus Christ. You are both just unacceptable right now. I can't handle it.
You never seen that TikTok?
No, I
That's
know what
probably
you're
my
talking
favorite
about.
TikTok of all time.
Okay. Are we good on Fast and Furious? Can we move on? Fanine, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Fanine.
Fanine.
I love that.
Did either of you see this weird teaser, this A24 style teaser for the Jesus Rolls?
No.
I did. Amazing. The cast in that is awesome.
Well, it's
Christopher Walken.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So it's John Turturro, who was the Jesus originally in The Big Lebowski,
Mhm.
and this is kind of a follow up. Oh,
Okay.
he went to jail for a while, and this is supposed to be he gets out of jail and immediately he goes and gets like a bowling team together because apparently that's what you would do. And it opens with him performing some kind of oral sex on a bowling ball because that's what he does.
Dude, I think that's the only way that you can go about making a Big Lebowski sequel is to have an adjacent sequel with some other character. Because that same universe I could get behind because that Jesus Rolls character was lights out. He was actually hilarious.
I mean, especially for a character that's in it for what, a total of 5 minutes?
Yeah, he stole the show during that his time on the screen. And so that's why I think the adjacent Big Lebowski I am all for, to be honest.
Yeah, other than that, you don't get a whole lot from this. Not a lot of details, but he's directing and producing this himself. So I don't know if that's good or bad. But I don't know. We'll see.
Do you guys bowl?
I don't really care for bowling. It's fine.
Bowling is fine. I actually completely agree with you.
It's the most like mediocre fine thing ever.
Yeah, I actually kind of suck at bowling in general. But I was going to say my friends have a bowling team, and they're called the Expendables, and they have all these actual terrible bull pun names, like Jason Spareham or whatever. They have like a bunch of actual
white
terrible
dude
names.
thing to do.
That is very white.
Exactly. No, it's amazing though. It's the Expendables.
Those guys are
Getting
never.
men into
wait,
bowling
wait.
is amazing.
Hold
Getting men
on.
into bowling is amazing.
Expendables was one thing. Don't tell me it's expendables, like bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, that's the pun.
I was just thinking Expendables, like they're like, oh, dude, we're gonna be like fucking Sylvester Stallone
That's
out
not a
there,
pun,
like
though.
killing it. Yeah, I get whatever. I don't know. That's
Jason
just over the
Sparetham.
top white guy
Jason
type of shit.
Sparetham. That's it. Jason Sparetham. That's amazing.
Jason Sparetham.
That's
What
fucking
Wesley
horrible.
Strikes? Wesley Strikes?
That one's actually pretty good. I'll
They
give
all
you
have
that one.
actual good ones. I botched the first one. They all have actual good ones. They're all so bad though. It's amazing. Wesley Strikes. I love it.
All right, let's switch gears here. Emilio Estevez is coming back as Coach Gordon Bombay in a
Quack.
Disney Plus streaming service.
Quack. Quack.
Mighty Ducks reboot.
Quack. Quack. Mark. Quack. 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 You're not gonna ducks with me? Kidding me? Wow.
Now you're going to make him go see Cats, aren't you?
The Bash Brothers. No,
Yeah.
we're the Bash Brothers.
He's clearly a cat. He doesn't like ducks.
Got him. Has Emilio Estevez done anything since D3?
I don't think so. He's been waiting for this role of a lifetime.
Yeah.
D4.
Also, did you see that the actor that plays Goldberg got arrested again for like the 12th time this week?
A bummer.
He
Wait. Back up. The actor that plays Goldberg.
Goldberg, the goalie.
The goalie.
Oh, he was like into meth and shit and heroin.
Yeah. He's had a real rough go of it. If you Google him and look him up, he looks like he's about 78.
He lost a lot of weight though.
Yeah, because of meth. That's not a good way to lose weight.
Yeah.
Hey, but look at the bright side. D4 coming out.
There's zero chance that he's going to make an appearance in this Disney movie.
His cholesterol is probably low, though.
I guess he probably doesn't have to worry about cavities either because he didn't have any fucking teeth left, but he's still doing meth. Anyways, do we care about this? Is this enough to keep you re-upping your Disney Plus subscription?
Will they have the Bash Bros in it? The original Bash Bros?
I don't know. They're probably dead too. Don't ever meet your heroes.
They probably never broke character. They were just always like, yo, dude, you are my Bash Bro. And they started like robbing fucking stores and malls and shit. They got into a huge shootout just like in the town. Like the town was actually based off of the Bash Bros. They started robbing banks and shit.
I just watched The Town like 2 days ago.
We're a bunch of Irish bros. We're within this whole Irish gang and shit. Went back to Boston, fucking ended up plotting this whole thing and just ended up, just getting killed by John Hamm.
You know, Jeremy Renner kind of sucks in that movie.
They should evolve. They should do the second edition of that and call them the Stash Bros and have them be bank robbers. That's what they call themselves after they do their first robbery. We're not the Bash Bros. We're the Stash Bros.
All right.
No, I get it.
Back to Jeremy Renner. Yes, but no. I actually loved him in that role.
You fucking would.
I thought he was really fucked up. Like
That's the most bro movie ever, by the way.
I don't know when every bro is gonna talk about when he's behind the fucking what is it like
the mailbox?
The mailbox, yeah. And he takes the sip of fucking high C fucking orange from
somebody else is laying on the ground.
McDonald's, yeah.
Gross. That's the most Boston shit ever.
You know, there's a bunch of frat bros that still watch that movie, just like, dude, that's me. If like it were you and we were in a shoe off, like I would drink your fucking.
I'm your Ben Affleck.
I would drink your last sip of high C from McDonald's.
Gross.
Bro, I'm your Ben Affleck. Did you just say that?
Mark, have you pre-ordered your Baby Yoda sideshow yet?
I was very close to fucking doing it. I'm like, I'm not even a big Star Wars fan, but this is fucking amazing.
How much you say it was?
$350.
That's
hold on.
Isn't that cheaper than most of theirs?
$350.
$350.
You only need about $350.
I'm gonna need about $350.
And you gotta avoid that goddamn locked-in monster. You know what I'm saying?
They do like payment plans and shit. How many of these are we gonna see at C2E2?
Baby Yodas?
Yeah.
That's gonna be fucking weird if we do.
Why?
Somebody dressed up as Baby Yoda?
Yeah.
With like face paint and the ears?
I've seen kids dressed up as Pennywise the Clown.
Oh, you mean kids, like cute little kids. I'm thinking of adults that are like on their knees with the shoes on the knees. You know what I mean? And walking around. So
that's a tough cosplay to pull off. You know how bad the knees would hurt?
Oh, brutal.
It would be a nightmare. I didn't want to think about it. As an old person, I'm 30. Brutal.
Yeah, hard pass on that. We're gonna see a lot of Baby Yoda shit though, and Mandalorian and everything else.
$350 is not bad.
It's cheaper than most of their sideshows, isn't it?
And it looks exactly like a fucking little Baby Yoda, and it's life size.
Well, he's covered mostly in like a jacket.
I know, so
he doesn't have the detail. Yeah. And my wife came down when we were talking earlier. We were setting up our D&D characters for our stream tomorrow. My wife came down and she was like, Mark, thank you so much for taking 1 billion pictures of your Spider-Man statue. And Mark's like, wait, I can't tell if you're being serious or not. I'm like, really? You can't fucking tell if she's being serious.
But you know what's funny? She swiped through all of them and then probably swiped again. Erica, if you listen to this episode, which you probably won't, guess what? I don't care.
She supports us.
I'm gonna keep posting the same angle of a statue if I want.
She supports us no matter how stupid the content.
If I may interject here, I walked I actually looked at all those pictures and then I went back because those eyes changed, right? Did the eyes change?
The eyes changed.
Those were sick, dude. I love the Spidey thing. It's actually super dope. Your man cave is gonna be cooler than Smithers' man cave. I got a feeling.
It already is by far.
It's like 10 feet by 10 feet. So
it's fucking,
I think we need to have a man cave off.
It's done.
Like
how big is your TV?
February.
It's done though. I have a way better computer with a way stronger graphics card. It's already done because of that.
You're a known computer guy.
Hey Mark.
As a known computer guy.
Hey Mark, what graphics card do you have?
It's a GTX GeForce 1040, I think, or something.
This is like the time you tried to tell us that you drafted your entire
dude.
fantasy
It
football
is.
team.
It is.
If you have a 1040, you can fuck off.
It is.
It's not a 1040.
Oh my god.
It's probably a 1080, and I'm pretty sure it is because I built your computer.
No.
Yes.
Now you're pissing me off. Now I'm gonna fucking go look through it right now.
Please do, because it's not a 1040.
I'm
And if
gonna
it
look
is, my 970 is better than that.
I'm gonna look,
Anyways,
we're gonna look at
moving
my
on.
purchases.
What's our newest topic?
Brick, does it offend your sensibilities that Adam Sandler is getting 4 more Netflix movies?
It's a 1070, but it's better than yours.
It's literally just the same model as mine.
It ain't no 2080, boys, but I will say I'm not even mad. Give me more Adam Sandler. After Uncut Gems, Adam Sandler is back. I could care less. Give me all the shitty movies. They're fine. I'll watch all of them. At Mystery Date, right? That was good too.
Murder mystery. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So Netflix claims that people have watched 2 billion hours worth of his movies on their platform, which, if that's true in any way, shape, or form, then yeah, absolutely, you give him money to do 4 more movies.
It's Adam Sandler. He could shit in a box and be like, "Oh yeah, amazing."
If he does a funny voice, yeah, or he gambles a lot, yeah, for sure.
Didn't he say that since he wasn't didn't get a nomination for an Oscar, he was going to make the worst movie yet?
Do you think he would actually go in and try to make the worst movie of all time?
Boner Dogs is a real thing, and I would love to see that get made. It would be freaking hilarious, and it's with the way Barstool is, it's just going to get made eventually.
The fact that they've talked about that for 2 years and that they actually got to sit down with Adam Sandler and Kevin Garnett and talk about doing Boner Dogs makes me think that it's probably going to happen.
Yeah, and they talk about it with everybody. I think they did it with, and everyone was like, "All right, yeah, I'm in." You could say I'm loosely attached to this stupid project. It's just so creative and so funny, and I hope it actually gets made.
They're going to fall ass backwards into somebody that produces it, and they're just like, yeah, go make this movie.
Think Netflix will cough it up, though, for the movie?
Could be.
Probably. They've seen worse.
All right.
They'd get some good views off of that, I think.
This is just kind of a pass or fail for me. And more so, I just wanted to read the headline. But Paul Rubens has played Pee Wee Herman for like 30 years now.
Oh, my God.
He wants to make a dark Pee Wee Herman movie because he's a weirdo. It begins with Pee Wee just getting out of prison. He then becomes an unlikely yodeling star, moves to Hollywood, becomes a movie star, and develops a severe pill and alcohol addiction that turns him into a monster. He also gets sent to a mental hospital for shock treatment for his alcoholism.
So he literally just took a bunch of headliners from Hollywood and viral videos and just thought it was his idea, and he wanted to make a movie about it. The Yodel Kid, he pulled that from like
The Yodel Kid.
Getting big off of that.
Yeah.
Hollywood in general, just
isn't this
diving into drugs and alcohol.
Joker, if it was Pee Wee Herman?
Joker, yes, going to a mental institution or whatever he said.
So isn't this just like what Batman villain would he be able to be if it was
The
tied
Riddler.
to the Batman universe? The Riddler?
Yeah, he's eccentric. He's a weirdo. Maybe he's not smart enough.
I would say he doesn't seem to have like the tricks in mind. But I guess after all that prison and yodeling, you never know.
Yeah, the yodeling will really do it to you.
Just make him Clayface so I don't have to fucking look at him.
Wow. That's a harsh stance.
Wasn't he arrested in 2001 for, what was he doing?
He jerked off in a porno theater.
Oh, he's in a porno theater. It wasn't an actual just regular theater.
No, he was not jerking off in public.
Okay.
Which I don't know, I struggle with that. Like, yes, it's definitely weird. It was clearly a time before the internet.
And he's my uncle, dude, so back off.
But also, what do people think you're doing in a porno theater?
Hey, no, that's Fat Albert.
That's
Pee Wee Herman.
And then here come the grumbles from your dog.
Hey, it's Pee
Such
Wee
a
Herman
weirdo.
jerking off in a movie theater.
I don't know. Isn't that like an
like
unwritten
Kermit.
rule or written rule on the door of a porno theater is like, hey, we like to keep it clean in here. So
I feel like, well,
Please
first of
don't
all, there are
jerk
no
off
more
on the
porno
vinyl.
theaters. Like, there's no reason to have those anymore. But also, I feel like that's more of a suggestion. Because if you enforce that rule, then nobody's going to come to your porno theater anymore.
Sir,
No pun
thank you for
intended.
buying your ticket. We suggest you just keep your hands outside of your pants. I
Put
don't
your
know, man.
dick in your pants.
I was always too young for the Pee Wee Herman stuff, and he was extra creepy in my eyes.
It was
growing
always
up.
creepy.
He was always creepy, but he was extra creepy because I was in that phase as a young child, like trying to get over just creepiness in general of everyday
You were trying
life.
to get over creepiness in general as a child. How did you go about that, dude?
Dude, my mom bought me a Beast fucking doll growing up from Beauty and the Beast. I used to throw it in my closet, and my sister would pull it out and put it on my bed every night because I hated the Beast.
Wow.
And so that was you trying to overcome general creepiness.
It's literally the storyline of Split,
I applaud
too.
you and your vices and your
I didn't realize this was going to turn into a therapy session, but okay.
Oh, amazing.
So Netflix is going to keep making more live action anime stuff. This time it's going to be a 10 episode series of One Piece. Have either of you watched One Piece?
No, and I'm pissed off because Cowboy Bebop is on hold, on hiatus.
Well, it was on hiatus. It wasn't on hiatus. They delayed it because John Trout tore his knee apart.
I know, and I'm just pissed off. Get well, John Cho, but we need you back. I need to see this happen.
I'm sorry. I need to go back just a quick second back to that jerking off movie theater. And I just thought of just a funny concept.
I really thought we were out of this.
What?
No,
dude?
we're back. I'm dragging it back. What if you were like that?
What do you have to add?
18-year-old kid who was like just working at the movie theater, and like that sign wasn't a suggestion, like don't jerk off in the theater, and like your boss was adamant on like you enforcing the rules, and like this guy just had to go up and down the aisles with a flashlight, just put your dick away.
That's a rough life, man. That's
Yeah,
a real
dude.
rough life.
Oh my god, I hate my job, dude.
Maybe that should be
real.
the Pee Wee Herman movie he writes about.
That's how he
Just
gets
do a
his start.
real life Paul Rubin story of going to jail for jerking off in public.
Do it.
Fucking weirdo.
It was dark.
All right, last bit of news.
I digress.
Against all odds, Birds of Prey is getting rave reviews from early screenings.
I don't
People are
believe it.
saying that the fight scenes are great.
What?
The story's super over the top, and Margot Robbie is excellent in it. We're going to see this next week.
Wow.
I did not think this was going to be
Next
good.
week, huh?
That doesn't necessarily mean that it will be good. But I also thought that critics were going to come out and be like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah, and they didn't think Suicide Squad was good by any means. And
They were right.
correct me if I'm wrong, a critic, in my opinion, would have went into this movie thinking it was going to be exactly like a Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
That would be your initial thought walking into this movie if you're
Yeah,
a
that's
critic.
fair.
So
Immediately. I absolutely
it's more
think
surprising.
that's what it should be. I also have, even after hearing that, still have zero expectations for it.
Yeah, it's been a while, I feel like, since we got like a comic book movie. Especially, DC movie, but no, you're not coming up here. Go lay down.
October.
You're farting in my
October
lap.
was the Joker, right? It's been a couple
Yeah.
months.
I guess I don't really count that.
Yeah,
Is that
but-
weird?
I mean-
Like, it doesn't feel like it falls in the DC universe. They
Yeah.
went completely outside of the scope of everything,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I get your point, but I don't see that as like in the continuation or anything
So
like
what
that.
was
Mark?
the last comic book movie then? That you would think
Aquaman
of?
for DC?
Yeah,
right?
for DC it was Shazam.
Oh yeah, Shazam after that.
Mhm.
Anyways,
Was
Mark,
Aquaman even 19 or was that 18?
I think it came out December 18th.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Mark, does this do anything for your expectations of this movie?
I didn't have high expectations to begin with, so I'm more excited. And I did not see any headlines about that, so I am pleasantly surprised and happy about hearing that. So
The release date kind of snuck up on me, to be honest, and we're gonna get a ton of TV spots and shit in the Super Bowl, so
yeah,
we're gonna see a lot more of this. But
and it's cool that this is rated R too. Again, I mentioned that when we last spoke about it, so that's another thing I'm looking forward to is another R-rated DC movie, so I could just be like, oh, blood.
they said fuck.
Yeah, they said fuck more than they should have.
They said the F word a bunch of times, and then there was like a bunch of blood everywhere. And there was a hyena, I think. It was pretty cool. Or it was a wolf, I
Cocaine
don't
just
even
flying
know.
around.
Fair enough.
Best.
We the best!
Worst.
The worst! She's the worst person in the world. Huge skank, terrible, but thank you.
So, Mark, you said you don't have one. That's fine, because we're gonna cut this short and we're gonna do our Chump Academy Award nominees.
Nice.
I did want to mention one thing though.
Okay.
One thing.
Brick, you're familiar with the football program at Grand Valley State, right?
No.
So they're like the biggest Division II school. They win the D2 championship all the time.
Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So they hired this offensive coordinator named Morris Berger. And he was suspended and eventually resigned after answering a really simple question that was posed to him by the school's newspaper. The question was this: what 3 historical figures would you choose to dine with? So having said that, Brick, if I asked you that question and you know that this got this guy suspended and then he resigned, what do you think his answer was?
One of the 3?
Hang on.
Do we get 3 guesses?
No. Brick, guess.
Hitler.
Nailed it.
I was going to say Stalin.
Why would you say Stalin over Hitler?
I thought of Jojo Rabbit
Because Hitler is like an easy answer to be like, oh, this guy's obviously evil, but people could be like, well, Stalin, we were in World War II with Russia, like they were an ally, even though Stalin killed more people technically in their Holocaust that they had. Killed like what, 12 million
He just
people?
starved them all, I guess.
Yeah. Whatever. But yes.
Anyways, you see how easy that was to arrive at the answer that would get you fired immediately?
So is he a white supremacist or just neo-Nazi or what is he?
No, I think he's just an idiot. He was a history major, so that's why they asked him this question. And his quote was,
okay.
He even kind of like
I see where he's going with it.
He's almost there. Like he's somewhat self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I know this is probably going to get bad reviews, but I'm going to say Adolf Hitler. It was obviously very sad and he had bad motives, but the way he was able to lead was second to none. It's so this is so dumb. Okay. How
You
he
need to
rallied a
respect
group.
a man who can carry a room.
Save it for the Hansel and Gretel fucking review.
Is this sausage fully cooked? No. Take it back.
He says how he rallied a group and a following. I want to know how he did that. Bad intentions, of course. So he's covering his bases. But you can't deny that he was a great leader. Brick, you can't deny that Hitler was a great leader.
Did you see how he made everybody go to war after they just went to war with the world?
Oh my God.
That's insane. Hey, we just fought the world. That was a good idea. No, we got our asses kicked. Actually, they played pretty good. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, 30 years later, let's kill the world again. No McDonald joke. Sorry.
Boy, this is an all-time dipshit move.
That's ridiculous. The leader part is like, oh my God.
Oh, he had you up until there?
No, but dude, it's like, oh, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, this is an all-time.
And he's a history teacher, you said?
He was a history major. He's an offensive coordinator. Well, not anymore. Now I have a feeling he's going to have trouble getting a job unless he goes to coach like high school football.
Dumb.
But that is my worst man alive.
Rick,
did you say you had something?
I have a worst man alive. It's just fully rumor. Just saw this as a dumbass Instagram post. Could 100% be fake. But this
that's fine. Let's spread some fake news.
Fake news. Spread some fake news. This guy, anonymous quotes. So I've been coming in my roommate's girlfriend's body wash because they're annoying as fuck. Hilarious. Dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. For like 2 months, jerk in the shower, open the pump, dump it in, give it a good shake. He just told me her period was super late, so they took a pregnancy test and she's knocked up. And I said, and he believes he trusts her. I guess the condom ripped her. I don't know. Or I guess they're going to raise it. Problem is we have a year lease and I'm Greek and he's white as fuck. What are the chances I'm a dad?
0%.
Zero.
Yeah, 0%. That's not how that works. So wait a second. Does the person writing this? I have so many questions. Does this person think that this girl is like putting this inside of her, or can you handle this? Like I'm flummoxed. I can't speak right now.
I'm kind of blown away. Like, did the girl not realize that her shampoo was smelling like cake batter that was 4 months old, or the shampoo was smelling like a bunch of fucking yeast fucking flavored lollipops. Like, I don't know, dude.
Come on, dude.
No, it was a bed of roses mixed with a lot of shame. You don't feel that. You don't smell the shame every once in a while.
Her boyfriend didn't comment like, "Oh wow, you smell fresh and clean like a sailor who's been out to sea for 3 months."
You know what, darling? You're sweet and salty today. That is just a treat.
Jesus Christ, man. What subreddit are you perusing to run across this bullshit?
That was on Instagram. I only do public freakout Reddits.
That's
It's
fucking
amazing.
horrendous, man.
I know.
Christ.
Dumb
It's disgusting.
people in this world. Just some people. Some people. That should be our new segment rather than best and worst, man. Just some people. Some people
Hello,
do
Smithers.
this.
You're quite good at turning me on.
I don't know how to transition out of that, so we're just gonna
It's our worst
drop
drop.
like
It's our
hard
worst
turn
drop.
into
That's our-
our Chump Academy Award nominations.
I'm down. Let's do it.
So if you're listening to this, obviously you know that we do this annually. It's basically our awards that mean absolutely nothing. We put
Diddly
very
squat.
little time and effort into these.
I put
If
like
you-
5 to 10 minutes into this, Smithers. Don't fucking disagree with how I spend my time. All right.
I guess my point is, if you disagree with our results, you're wrong.
Absolutely wrong.
No. Disagree with our results. We want to know your takes, to be
No,
honest.
we don't. We got into the
No.
point where we don't want to know their takes yet. We would just want them to answer and tell us which of the nominees they pick.
No, we're literally going to tell them what their answers are.
That probably too. We'll probably end up just picking, even though one might have more votes than the other.
Yeah, especially
We
if I
don't
disagree
care.
with
We
them.
haven't seen all the movies.
Did-
We don't care.
You know, I'm wondering, like, how
We've
many
seen enough of
people
them.
do you think see like every Oscar nom movie?
I would say like 4% of people in the world.
I thought you were going to say 40. Yeah, it's probably 4.
Yeah, it's pretty
Okay,
good.
fair.
4%.
So
Hold on. Is that sheets?
yeah,
Yeast lollipops. You like that, don't you?
you guys, we're all going to heck. We're all going to heck for telling that story and responding to it. So
I'm going to heck for just ingraining it in his brain.
you're no
What it
longer
smelled
going to
like.
heck, Mark. You're going to see cats.
Has someone been marinating beers? Is someone creating a batch of beers in the back? All that
Oh.
yeast.
God. Dude, come on.
Sorry.
Okay.
I got this new recipe where all I do is I don't put any hops or barley. I just put yeast. All
It's
yeast.
homebrew.
And fucking Elmer's glue. And I just leave it in there and let it boil.
Over time, Elmer's glue will form like such a good, like, I don't want to say flavor, but I will say texture. It's a good texture on the tongue.
All right.
You wouldn't
All right.
believe it?
All right.
What?
Let's go. Let's move on. Brick was for sure that kid that would like put the Elmer's glue on his skin and like wait 3 periods for it to dry, and then he'd look at like his classmates and just peel it off and be like, ugh.
No, but I did cut my wart off in 7th grade and got to
That's
go.
What
disgusting.
the fuck? Okay.
It's disgusting. All right,
Everybody
let's go.
stop talking. I'm doing our nominees now.
All right,
I can't
nominees.
fucking handle this anymore. Okay.
That's a true story, by the way.
Our first category for the Chump Academy Awards. We need a drop for this or something. I need something to turn out of these fucking ridiculous spirals that we get into.
All right.
Great. The most jaw-dropping moment in a TV show or movie from this year.
I thought we should change that to butt clenching. The
Well,
most
no
butt
one
clenching.
cares. You did say, Mark, ahead of time, like he's gonna
I
keep
told him,
saying this.
I'm like, we should change it to butt clenching because we're best friends now. And I'm
Exactly.
not seeing cats. if you
I
want.
think Smithers might be going to see cats.
it doesn't matter
Chiefs.
because the Niners are gonna win. So
Yeah, well, I'm just kidding. It was
anyways,
pretty
back to the category. Most jaw-dropping moment. Okay, so most of these we're going to give you the nominees. There's one that we're going to hold off on those, but we'll tell you the category. What you need to do is go vote on our Instagram page. Just drop your vote in the comments. We're not taking any more nominations at this point, unfortunately, because we have to announce these next week because the Oscars
can
are
only-
next week.
And since we had a time limit of 5 to 10 minutes to actually read, so we didn't actually even read all the comments. So
True. So, most jaw-dropping moment. The Murray talk show scene from The Joker. Once Upon a Flamethrower, which if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. On Your Left from Avengers Endgame. The plane scene from The Boys. And basically all of the final season that was super disappointing from Game of Thrones.
Mm.
So go to your comments section on our Instagram page and leave your vote there. And we will tally these up. And if we disagree with you, we will change your vote. But these awards mean nothing. And we're not handing anything out. Is that fair?
Let's make predictions, though. Let's make it about a little gambling game or a little bet.
Oh, you want to make some bets, Mark?
Let's make some bets.
I think we should raise the stakes up a little bit. What do you say, gentlemen?
I don't even know. How would you even gamble on this?
Let's just say who we predict was going to win this category. Each category we predict who we think is going to win.
Okay, I think that the Murray Talk Show.
Fuck, me too.
Okay.
What about you, Brick?
I'll go Once Upon a Flamethrower. I prefer Brad Pitt moneyballing, but
if you know the rule of Chekhov's gun, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
if you know Chekhov's gun, then you know you're Smithers. Blah. Anyway,
You love to reference that rule more than anything. You bring that up weekly.
Chekhov's gun. Blah.
He Chekhov gunned it.
All right. Next category is the best of TV streaming for 2019. So we've got The Mandalorian, The Witcher, The Boys, Watchmen, or Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella Academy? Who the fuck put Umbrella Academy in there?
I did, because the other option was, what was the other option? Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Umbrella Academy was undoubtedly better than fucking Cobra Kai.
Yeah, and Cobra Kai was also, I think, season 2 or 3 or
Stranger
something.
Things.
It wasn't season
Alex,
1. We wanted to pick season 1. nominees.
Stranger Things was better than fucking what's it called?
We wanted
Again.
to try to pick season 1 premieres. of
Only
shows.
season ones, huh?
So we'll rename it.
Okay.
Best
Yes.
new
Okay.
TV streaming.
Best new premiere streaming show. Whatever.
Okay, well,
You're
thanks for
taking this
being
way
accurate.
too seriously, Brick.
Good. This is my 5 minutes, baby. Let's go.
All right, next
Who
category
do you
is,
predict is going to win?
I think probably Mandalorian.
Watchmen.
I'm going to say The Boys.
I'm gonna say Watchmen.
All right.
My
Nice.
personal favorite was Watchmen, but I think more people liked Mandalorian.
Okay.
He's playing the Star Wars crowd. Don't let him do it. Don't
I
let
think a
him do it.
lot of people like The Boys. A lot.
Honestly, I think The Witcher was like this.
Oh wait, The
sleeper.
Witcher. The Witcher's gonna win. Duh. The Witcher.
No,
I'm
it's
changing my
not.
voice
No.
to-
No fucking way.
All right.
Okay.
Next.
Watchmen, whatever.
Anyways,
I get both of them.
I'm glad that we get some argument on that, though. The most under the radar movie of 2019. So we got Peanut Butter Falcon, which is a Brick's favorite. Obviously, he's going to pick it. Ready or Not, which was actually really good.
Yeah.
Queen and Slim, Crawl, and The Art of Self-Defense, which I actually just saw on a plane last week.
And
Didn't
give
care
a quick
for it.
review.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
fine. It's Jesse Eisenberg awkwarding his way around for 90
He's
minutes.
just being Jesse Eisenberg,
Plus-
probably.
Yeah.
Like he
Plus
always is.
karate.
Kinda, not really.
Okay.
He's just Jesse
why you watched it?
Eisenberging. Yeah.
Did you want some karate? And were you disappointed when you didn't see any chokeholds or anything?
I definitely wanted more karate. What are you gonna do?
Smithers a big karate guy.
Not really. Next category, the
Are we going
best.
to let's predict? Who do you think is going to win?
That one's actually kind of tough, honestly. I
It
don't know
is
if we
because
would-
you don't know who's seen what.
I know. I'm going to say Ready or Not.
All right, since you picked that, I'm gonna say Crawl.
Okay.
Peanut Butter Falcon.
A lot of
Obviously.
people seem to like Crawl. It was definitely like you watch the trailer and you're like, this looks fucking stupid.
It was supposedly decent.
Yeah, I heard it was really good. Okay. The best on-screen villain from a movie in 2019, or movie or TV show in 2019. Adam Sandler's gambling addiction. The Chernobyl power plant.
These are good.
Mysterio in Spider-Man. Tommy Lee Jones in Ad Astra, or The Lighthouse from The Lighthouse.
Just delete Tommy Lee and just have only the places.
Why would we delete Tommy Lee Jones when it was your nominee, Brick?
Well, I didn't know we were going to locations and we're doing locations.
Hey, dude, villains can be amorphous. They can be
I agree.
locales. They can be vices.
Yes. All right. I'm going to go with.
You're gonna say The Lighthouse.
No.
This was your favorite movie of 2019, wasn't it?
It's got to be Chernobyl.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the power plant at Chernobyl.
I'm going
I
to
love
say
that.
Adam Sandler's Gambling Addiction because it kept my
That's a
butthole
good one,
tight for
too.
like 2 hours.
Seriously, if we did a butt clenching moment, we changed it from jaw dropping to butt clenching, it would just be the entirety of Uncut Gems would be the butt clenching.
All right, who do you
would
pick
win.
for this category though, Brick?
I told you the power plant.
Power plant. Okay.
Okay. The 2019 movie that needs a sequel: Parasite, Alita Battle Angel, Ready or Not.
Was that yours,
Detective-
Alita Battle Angel?
What?
Was Alita Battle Angel yours?
No, this was
submission?
this was just from Instagram and other sources of
Okay.
media, social media.
May I continue?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
Detective Pikachu or Knives Out. So Knives Out is getting a sequel. Detective Pikachu almost certainly will. Parasite's getting a follow-up TV show. Alita Battle Angel, we'll see. And Ready or Not, I don't know. Alita Battle or Ready or Not was like one of those Blumhouse movies, wasn't it? Where they made it for like $3 million and it probably made $30 million. So yeah, we'll probably get a sequel to that.
Yeah, Ready or Not seems like it should be.
But it deserves a
Placed-
sequel, right?
It
Yeah,
should be
I
placed
think
in
so.
Cabin in the Woods universe. I would love that.
Thank you for bringing up Cabin in the Woods. I feel like we bring it up every week. But if you have not seen Cabin in the Woods, this week, I think February 3rd, it's coming to both Hulu and Amazon Prime.
Wow, I've never seen Cabin in the Woods.
You need to watch it. Please watch it this week and come
Chris,
back next week and just give me your thoughts.
Is it really scary where Kelly wouldn't want to
Not
watch
even
it with
close,
me?
dude. It's
Okay.
like it's a scary movie, but it's not. That's not what's great about it.
Okay.
It's one of those. Chris Hemsworth is in that, isn't he?
Yes,
Sold, right, Mark?
he's
Okay, yeah.
the movie's so fucking good. Anyways, let's
I loved it.
kick this along. The best team up in a movie or TV: Hobbs and Shaw, John Wick and a Pitbull, The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda,
That's good.
Carol Shelby and Ken Miles from Ford vs. Ferrari, or Brad Pitt and his LSD cigarette.
Brad Pitt and LSD cigarette. Hell yeah, let's go. That was amazing.
And the last category, for which we are not going to give away the nominees, but if
Wait.
you've seen these
What
movies
are, your,
and you
what are your picks? We need your picks.
sorry, my opinion is Mandalorian Baby Yoda.
I would say Mandalorian Baby Yoda too.
I'm going for the wild card. Brad Pitt and his motherfucking acid drip cigarette. That was the best scene of all time.
All right, as I was saying, last category, we're not going to tell you the nominees, but if you want to see them, spoilers obviously, it'll be for best cameo. So if you've seen a lot of movies, go check out our Instagram. You can swipe through and see the nominees and leave your vote there. Otherwise, please don't get pissed off when you get something spoiled for you.
Ultimately, though, people are going to see what they are anyways, because if people start commenting on them, they're going to be like, okay, well, I might as well swipe because I just saw the comments.
Honestly, direct all of your complaints to Smithers. I believe he runs the
This
Twitter.
was Mark's
so just-
idea.
Whatever, that's not going to be our problem anymore. We did what we could. It's not our fault what goes on in the comments. We're just going to leave it as be.
That's true.
Because
wasn't there some asshole? Some asshole was going in and like spoiling the end of some movie. In all of our comments.
Yeah, there's usually that asshole.
Fucking idiots.
Oh, what a bummer! What a bummer of a guy. Oh, that was all the cake that I was just eating. Hello, I'm Hansel and you're Gretel. Oh, let's go eat some cake, yeah?
It's Gretel and Hansel. You mixed it up, you idiot.
I know I am Hansel, though. I'm the one who wants all of the cake in the world.
I can see that this is going to be a fucking
I am
blast
chubby
from the
little
jump.
German boy, but I have an Irish accent for some odd reason. And my sister, Gretel, she has an American accent, which makes no fucking sense in the movie.
Oh, now you're Irish, so
This cake, oh, it's so sweet and salty. I can taste all the human skin in it. Oh, la la
now
la.
we're back to
oh,
the
yeah.
jizz story. Come on, man.
All right, are you gonna do the synopsis here?
I will
All right.
set it up
All right.
here. If
Oh,
you've
please
read
do.
the name of this movie, you know what the premise is. It's Hansel and Gretel. 60% on Rotten Tomatoes, 15% from fans. So this is kind of the inverse of a popcorn flick, where if the critics shit on something and the fans love it, it's usually like, okay, just go turn your brain off. Is this like the definition of a fart sniffing movie? Like, why would the critics love something and the broader audience hate it?
It's weird because it at some points tries to be like that, a little fart sniffy. I'm not gonna lie. What I did like about this is the cinematography, and a lot of the shots are really beautiful. You know, there's some good scenery, but that doesn't make up for a lackluster plot and storyline. Brick, I don't know what you have to say about this. We could probably wrap this up pretty quick, but go in the synopsis. We'll talk about it.
Sure. So this is directed by a guy named Oz Perkins, who's kind of a newcomer to the directing scene. He did a bunch of acting and stuff in some horror movies. So this is an Orion picture.
Mm-hmm.
So Orion kind of disappeared for a while, but they're of the Blumhouse model.
Yes.
Where they make something for a very low budget, in this case $5 million, and they kind of hope that they're going to strike gold. This is very obviously a January movie.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was really excited for this, right?
No.
So I think that in keeping everybody's expectations low, they could maybe get some good reviews. Obviously, a Rotten Tomatoes 60%, probably not a big selling point, but it's better than what else came out this week? We had a direct-to-DVD Nick Cage movie.
No, we had that.
Color of the Universe or Colors from Space or something like that. How did you not get super hyped for that?
As soon as that comes out on Amazon Prime, I'll watch it, but I'm not going to pay like $8 or whatever it is. So,
well, not a Nick Cage fan. Officially not a Nick Cage fan.
Whatever. He's not going to hold that against me. He's still my
he will.
savior.
You don't know Nick Cage like we know Nick Cage.
Rhythm Section was the other movie we're thinking about seeing that has Blake Lively in it and Jude Law.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. Blake Lively, not a great actress.
Not a big fan, yeah.
Very attractive, very pretty woman. Great husband, not a great actress.
Okay, Gretel and Hansel.
Gretel and Hansel. I didn't see this movie because I was sick as fuck this week. So you guys go ahead.
So, as Mark said, some of the camera angles, and I liked the creepy, eerie vibe that, they brought forth. They did a really cool job, like, using orange and blue to contrast, like, a lot of the colors, which made some of the areas that they had creepier than they should have been, which was cool. Also, anything candlelit, like you were saying earlier, Mark, anything candlelit, that is a little creepier, and that's like, fuck off, honestly. But couple of weird things. Should we spoil this? We can spoil it because it's the story of Hansel and Gretel, right? Everyone knows they find.
Yeah, we're gonna. I'll just quickly say, my one issue with this movie is I think they didn't really have a direction. They kind of were just like, we're just gonna start throwing shit at the wall and see if it works throughout the movie, and we're just gonna keep switching things up. You have the main girl who's acting in it. What's her name? I don't know. She's from It. She looks like
Sophia
Amy
Lillis.
Adams. She could be Amy Adams' daughter, whatever her name is.
Sophia Lillis. She plays a good broken girl that is still like very independent and like strong-willed.
Yeah. In the beginning, she's narrating over the movie, and it's like, okay, they're doing this whole fairy tale type thing where yes, she's going to be narrating, and then she stops narrating, and then she starts narrating maybe 20 minutes later, and it's like they just threw it back in there, and they were just like, maybe this will work. They could have done without that. I could have done without that aspect to the movie. There were parts in it where it was like they wanted to go for this eerie feel, like it could have been from like The Witch, where you have this open scenery in the background and you really don't know what's in the distance. But then they made it more of like an A24 weird synth in the background. They had like that red fog going. And at one point, these little kids indulge in some fucking drugs at one point, and it's like, all right, I don't know where the fuck they're going with the story. That was one big issue.
So that I don't take a big issue into that, honestly, because it's like if they didn't know where they were going, you didn't know where they were going, kind of thing, because there was kind of
nobody knows where it's going doesn't make it okay.
No, I agree, but in a story and a tale that has been told as old as time, you kind of want to have a little bit of what's going on, what's kind of a little bit of mystery. It's the tale has been told a million times, but I thought it was creative, showing not Hansel and Gretel just like coming into the forest and meeting this old creepy lady. It was like kind of showed the life at home to start out with the crazy ass mom. That was pretty eerie. They had a couple of eerie scenes. I felt like there was a lot of it involved into it too. It was if you were the two movies that you said prior, and then you combine it into it because you literally was in it. But it was fine because it was a January movie. I was fine with it, but it was short.
So Alice
But, like,
Alice Cringe did a phenomenal job as this creepy grandma witch, whatever character she was.
I agree with that.
We haven't seen her since Star Trek, like First Contact she was in. She hasn't done anything, I feel like, in a long time, kind of scrolling through her IMDb page.
What a great name
she was in Thor
for a
Dark World.
creepy
I don't know what
person.
she played there, but she did a very good job. And some of my favorite moments were when she is just communicating with Gretel, and she had some great one-liners. And at a lot of times she was making sense, and you're kind of thinking like, maybe you should just kind of listen to her and take on her powers that she's trying to pass over to you, type thing.
Yeah. So can we spoil this now?
Yeah, you want to rate it? Let's rate it.
I would say stream it. It was fine. Like if you want to have a little creepy, if this came out like in October, I would probably watch it. If this like if this is in October on Netflix, you'll watch it because it's got the creepy eerie vibe that you want. It kind of is the season.
I'm with you. I'm gonna say stream it.
Cool.
Yeah, don't go out to the theater. You can wait and just throw this on if you have nothing else to watch one day.
So you want me to throw the spoilers up on the screen now?
Do it. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Are you ready for the spoilers? You're gonna see this
I'm never
though.
going to see this piece of shit.
Are you sure?
I had zero interest in seeing this forever.
You don't want to see people eating other people? It was super tasty.
Brick, I was telling you earlier that my default for a voice of like any kind of German descent is Uter from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yes. It's spot
Stop
on,
chasing me. I am full of chocolate.
Oh, all the dairy.
He's literally wearing lederhosen too.
I literally just picked my dog
Oh,
up
he
so
is.
you guys can talk about this and I don't care.
All right. My quick little thoughts I had were back to like the direction they were going is, like I said, they might have had like 4 directors doing this. But what I did appreciate is some of the grim fairy tale type aspects to the story they threw in. It was way more interesting towards the end, in my opinion. The beginning didn't have me, and then at the end, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go along with this fucking story." And it is what it is. And the grandma witch was creepy as fuck, so I was like, "Whatever."
She played a good fine line between like being really creepy, but also being somewhat believably trustworthy. You know what I mean? Like she was making some good points. She had some like brilliant like one-liners about just like drinking. Just it was one-liner after one-liner of like life lessons quietly, but like not using a lot of words, but also instilling a lot of wisdom. It was weird, but also being creepy as shit, like pulling Hansel's hair and it's like snuffing it like the smell of this hair is so good. She's like she was super creepy, but she was as well somewhat believably safe for the situation that they were kind of in.
Yeah. So the big reveal at the end is we find out that Gretel now knows what the fuck is going on with this old lady's house they've come upon, which was because they were starving. Their mom was creepily just telling them to go dig their own graves and get the fuck out of their house. So they had to go flee. And along that way, they were decided to eat some mushrooms and thought they were good mushrooms and were
they were
on
starving.
mushrooms.
They were literally 2 kids. She's probably 13 and he's
So
like
I read the
6.
synopsis. She's 16. He is 8.
He's 8.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say 6 or 8. Anyways, they stumble upon this old lady's house. She happens to be a witch. Hansel has no idea what's going on. He is
8-year-old. He's an 8-year-old
kid. So
no 8-year-old knows what's going on.
Gretel is starting to become a woman. Her body is changing.
What the fuck?
And
where are you going with
they're
this?
having well, this is the whole thing.
You are so going to see Cats.
Gretel is starting to, you get the sense that Gretel is kind of thinking like, this witch lady actually kind of wants what's best for me, and she's teaching me these things. And Gretel is starting to take on powers. The old witch lady sees this in Gretel like she had herself growing up. So she's trying to get her to become her in a sense. And the one thing she needs to do is let go of her fucking brother who's weighing her
Hansel
down.
needs to go away because
Yeah.
he's a little boy and he's a tasty little boy, and that's
Yeah.
how I get my powers. No. That was her.
Whoa, dude, act like you've been there before. Turn your fucking ringer off, you amateur.
But yeah, I don't know. It was.
God damn it.
God. Everyone just wants to hang out with me right now. They're like,
God.
dude, you're doing that Gretel and Hansel review.
It's literally your mom, isn't
Super
it?
important. I need to know exactly what you need to say. Did you guys see it? I need to know exactly what you guys think.
Brick, how
That's
about
that
you
guy
wrap this
calling.
review up?
No,
Say
we're
what?
not done. We have the big spoiler to reveal. Is for one reason or another, I will never fucking go anywhere holding a lantern. That is the creepiest shit of all time.
Also, the fact that that house that she was living in had the steepest pitched roof of all time. She was literally living in a triangle. That's how steep the roof was. And the fact that Gretel thought that she could walk around at night in that house without that lady hearing is absurd. It was literally the smallest, most rickety ass house I've ever seen. Also, the one character pivot that I wasn't sure that I liked was just all of a sudden Gretel was like, "You want to leave, Hansel? Then go ahead and leave." And just like in the middle of the night, I was like, "Yo, he's 8, dude. What do you mean?" And then at the end, she was like, "Hey, Hansel, we need to go separate ways. We have 2 different paths."
And
Yo, he's 8 and you're a witch that can control shit. Why are you leaving him leave?
And
He's
Smithers,
8.
I know you want to know how this ends, so I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
Her brother is in a trance. Hansel's in a trance, and the old lady witch is about to put him into a fire. He's about to literally be so hot right now.
Okay. That's literally how every
Hansel's
Hansel and
so
Gretel
hot
story-
right now.
Hansel is going to be so hot right now.
No, I get it.
Don't burn me. Don't burn
And
me. I
Gretel-
don't like the fire.
Gretel's strapped down having to watch this, and she takes the powers that she learned from this old lady witch, who's actually a young witch, but I won't get into that. Maybe for the
Quietly-
next episode. We'll go
Quietly
back.
super smoke. Yeah.
Oh, really? We're going to go back to this fucking movie?
We'll go back to it.
Okay.
But anyway, she
Obviously,
uses
Gretel
Hold
and
my breath
Hansel
for
have
that.
a sequel.
she uses the powers to literally just choke her out, kill her, whatever. She saves the day, and she tells Hansel, "Let me write my own story, and you write your own, and let's go our separate ways." So pretty much it was what was happening in the middle of the movie is the old lady witch was like, "Yo, you need to go do your own thing and let fucking Hansel just go off by himself, but get
You mean
eaten.
let him get killed?
Let him get killed by me and
Okay, great.
eaten by us." But anyways,
Dude, this movie sounds fucked up.
it ended up in the same result pretty much. They went their separate
No.
ways, but Hansel, I guess, just didn't die and get eaten.
No. The
That's
witch
the-
was
that's
telling
the story.
the witch was telling Gretel.
Gretel. It's a new one. Okay.
The witch was telling Gretel that she needs to eat the poison. The poison will make her a
Yeah.
full witch. And the poison was Hansel. So she needs to eat Hansel. So this is really just wrapping up for a third story where, Hansel's going to turn into like the huntsman. She's going to turn into a badass witch. And then
No.
she's going to eat Hansel in the third one and become a mega witch, or Hansel's going to kill her as the huntsman. It's classic 3-story arc January movies.
Fluffy Fox is in the chat. And she says Gretchen and Hansen.
Gretchen and Hansen here. Do you guys have cake with people in it? I want to eat people.
There's also a scene. I want all the listeners that actually saw this movie to let me know, where the fuck can you find a shovel that big? In one of the scenes, the old witch lady is out digging the grave for Hansel or whoever little kid she just killed, and she has a shovel this fucking big, and she's just carrying it.
She's literally like 1/3 of the entire shovel. Like she is. It takes 3 to 4 to 5 of her.
It's
to
so
fill
big.
the
It's like it
mass.
happened in a fairy tale.
Oh my god.
Oh
It's
man,
almost like none of
crazy!
this is
Was
true.
it even in a fairy? What other fairy tales are in the Hansel universe?
It's all of Grimm's fairy tales, right? So
Are they gonna? Do you think they're gonna do like a monster verse like they were
Name
gonna
one.
do with what was that Tom Cruise movie where he was just cool as fuck and killing all the mummies? Was
the
a mummy?
I think that was it.
The mummy. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, except
Okay,
you.
so name one. What,
Mummy,
what are,
Return of
what are Grimm's
TC.
fairy tales?
Yeah. I don't know them off the top of my head, but if you Google Grimm's fairy tales, GRIMM, you would get a list of them.
Das Uber shovel. That's actually hilarious.
Das
Fluffy.
Uber-Shovel. It's actually
I
großes
laughed at
shovel
that.
in German, if you wanted to know that.
Das
Nobody cares.
Uber shovel.
Can we stop talking about Hansel and Gretel now?
Gretel and Hansel.
Don't care.
Dude, get it right.
Don't
I
or
don't-
just-
Uber me.
Care.
Talk
Okay.
to the hand, because Gretel ain't having any of it.
Do you see this
Gretchen
dog on
is
my lap? He
here.
does not want to sit here for very long.
Yeah, he's gonna be farting up a storm.
He's
I'm
been
not
farting
gonna-
the whole night anyways.
That boy is thick. That's a
I can't-
thick ass boy. Look how thick he is.
Okay. So let's do our recommendations for the week.
That is a thick boy.
Mark, why don't you kick it off?
Brick, this one's for you. I played a great board game last weekend.
Whoa, BGs, what up?
Is it a board game or is it a card game?
Uh,
Or was it a boring
yeah, it's a card
game?
It's a card game technically, but it comes in like a board game set. It's weird.
What,
Okay.
It has
What is
more.
it?
It has more pieces than a usual card game would have. Anyways, it's called Code Names. Check it out.
Can you
Okay.
describe it?
It's like all fucking board games. It's kind of confusing just to describe if you don't have what's in front of you. But
Doesn't mean
essentially, it's a mixture of Battleship and like Taboo. You have teams that are one person is the person giving the code and the other person's the decoder, and you have these cards laid out with they're just one word, and you're trying to describe that word for them to pick. But the catch is the person that is describing it has like a map layout where the cards are laid out. You want them to only pick your card because it's kind of like Battleship where if I said, oh, ball, and the word I wanted you to pick was round, but there was also like tennis as a card, and that was your card, then I just fucked myself because I don't know what you're going to pick. You might pick tennis or you might pick ball, whatever.
So you have to give a very specific word.
Exactly.
Okay. Got
But
it.
these words all like you'll look at the board and it's multiple cards. So you're like, oh, that's a really good description. You'll give it. You'll be like, oh, fuck, I missed that was right there. And that's not my card. type
Gotcha.
thing. Super
Okay.
confusing, but it's a fun game.
Rick, what do you recommend this week?
great description.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna recommend a throwback. YouTube. You can watch YouTube.
What a
And also-
great recommendation.
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
I've heard that there's literally everything on YouTube.
If you guys go to
so-
TubeU, it's pretty good. No. Kenny versus Spenny. They're free
Oh, yeah, dude.
on YouTube. That show is so. No, I know it's super old. I said it's an old one. Go back and watch those. They're hilarious. It's about a maniacal psycho roommate and another roommate who has a short temper, do challenges with each other and just trick each other. It's so funny. It's so funny.
My all-time favorite bit in that is, I think it's Spenny's the dickhead, right?
No, Kenny's the dickhead.
Kenny's the
Spencer.
dick- okay.
Spenny's the pussy who always gets just always tricks.
So
He's an
Kenny
idiot.
hooks up an air compressor, and he literally takes a hose from the air compressor and just starts pumping air up into his butthole. So he rips these farts that are like 2 minutes long, and they're so ridiculous and over. It's I can't even begin to describe how stupid this is. but
Science.
It's hilarious.
It's
Like
brilliantly stupid. It's
Spenny will
brilliantly
be like
stupid.
on a business call, and Kenny will just walk in and just rip this massive fart for like 45 seconds.
Oh my God.
It's so dumb and childish, and I don't care. It's hilarious.
I don't know how you.
I implore all of you to just watch what I'll put an episode into the Discord that if you watch it, it's brilliant. It's so good.
Wasn't it on MTV?
Oh, I don't know.
I think
I
it
saw
was.
all of them. I saw all of them on YouTube, I believe.
Okay.
But
Who do you think was the
I was-
first person to?
I was like the first time I saw it, I was actually like in fits of tears, like laughing super hard at,
It's
at
so
points. So some of the ridiculous lengths that they go to.
It
So,
was
yeah,
in the
that's
same
my
era
recommendation.
as like Tom Green,
Yeah.
like just be as dumb, like Jackass, same kind of shit.
Back,
Yeah.
back to that inflating your butthole with air. Like, who thinks of that? It's a logical thing to
It's-
think of. Like, hey, if I just put more air in my butthole, that means I could blow more out.
Dude,
But at the same
Mark
time,
would
who the
literally
fuck would
love
think of
this
that?
show. Have you
Dude,
seen
I'm pretty
it?
sure that's like a half a step away from blowing up your colon or something.
Yeah.
Mark,
so-
have you ever seen Kenny vs. Spenny?
No. No, I
Okay.
think I have. I think I have.
You would know it if you like watch a clip. You'd be like, yes, I absolutely remember this
This is-
MTV shit.
Once you see the intro, you're like, oh yeah, these guys.
This
And
is
then you're
my
like,
I think I
okay.
have face right here. I think I have.
So
I think I have.
according to Mark, I had the China flu this week. I came back from Dallas. I got off an airplane and I was just fucking miserable. I slept for like 2 days straight. But while I was doing that, I watched 4 seasons of Schitt's Creek. So this is an originally Canadian show, and you guys know who Eugene Levy is,
No.
right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. American Pie.
Google him right now on your phone. You'll see him. You'll be like, yes, Eugene Levy, eyebrows, got it.
He's the American
He
Pie
developed
dad.
this show with his son, who also stars in it. It's a Canadian sitcom. It was a very wealthy and affluent family who suddenly realizes in the first episode that their money
Shit,
manager
wait.
was not paying taxes. So the government takes away everything that they have, except for the one thing that was not worth any monetary value. And it's because Eugene Levy bought his son, as a joke, this town called Schitt's Creek. SCHITT. So basically, the only option that they have is to go live in Schitt's Creek. So it's this super rich people that were put into this hillbilly ass town. They have to adjust, and it's very funny. It's very dry Canadian humor.
Chris Elliott's in
Yeah.
it.
Who's
Yeah,
Use
Chris
my
Elliott.
strong hand.
yes,
That guy's in it?
He's Roland shit. So it's
Rolling shit.
exactly. So it's it's that
I've seen
kind
it.
of humor.
I've seen the
It's-
first 2 episodes, the first 2 seasons. I love it.
It's so funny. It's a really good show. It's on both Hulu and Netflix. Drunk Eric has been trying to get me to watch it forever, and I finally did just because I had some downtime because I couldn't move. So yeah, highly recommend it.
Annie Murphy
Great
is actually
show.
smoked too.
It's
Love-
kind of funny how
Alexis.
exactly the same his son looks to him. Like their eyebrows are the same.
His son is a very pretty man.
And yes, I get genetics, but you look at them side by side, you're like, geez, like the eyebrows are exactly the same.
I kind of wonder like what Eugene Levy looked like as a kid. You know, like as
Dude, I'm
I
looking
guess
at
not a
pictures
kid, but
of
like a
Eugene
20-year-old.
Levy as
He
a
just
child.
didn't have a forehead. It was just eyebrow.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesus.
Like, can you think of the more prominent eyebrows like Eugene Levy,
Look at that eyebrow.
Peter Gallagher? Who has more prominent eyebrows than those two guys?
That's
An-
Eugene
An-
Levy. Let
Anthony
me pull up
Davis.
Daniel. Look at Daniel's fucking eyebrow.
Once his hair starts going gray, he's absolutely going to be like the spitting image.
Nothing against thick eyebrows, though. I love it.
No, I
But,
got no
like,
problem with
geez.
it. I feel like it makes you look very distinguished. Like it's a
It's the-
very
it's the glasses. It helps
yeah, the
frame the,
glasses
face.
too.
But
Oh, you can't see that. It's good.
he's
But
a
yeah.
very pretty man. But anyways,
look at Anthony
show's
Davis.
hilarious.
Anthony Davis has a more notable.
Oh
He's a-
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, his
But I guess
eyebrows are
technically that
just-
is one eyebrow.
Wow.
Yeah, the difference is I don't think that Anthony Davis yeah, I don't think those are good looking in any way, shape, or form. Anyways, thanks for tuning into episode 180 of the Chumpcast.
Rude.
Make sure you tune in to our D&D stream tomorrow, starting at about 1
Tom-tom.
p.m. Central. What?
Hey, are you one of you guys going to have the Mamba mentality going into it? So you guys can go and do triple kill some zombies and then shoot a 3-pointer and put out a light or some shit?
If anybody is, it's going to be Mark, and it's going to be I'm going to run into triple coverage and shoot this Jay from 28 feet.
And the arrow's going to go right in the eye of the big old beast because he's Kobe. He's got a super snipe.
And he'll just be like, Mousy. And that's it. Because he's kind of a moron.
I'm a gnome, by the way, a barbarian gnome.
Know me. You got to be know me. Know me.
That's actually not terrible.
Know me with
Anyways,
the
know me.
Mamba mentality. Let's go.
we'll be streaming tomorrow starting at about 1 p.m. If you can't catch it, obviously you can get it on our Twitch. We'll put it up on the YouTube channel, everything else. If you haven't gotten your tickets for C2E2 yet, it's the end of February, the last weekend in February. We will be there with bells on all weekend with Chuckload of Comics. Make
Big
sure
things
you
planned.
like and subscribe to their YouTube channel. Tell a friend. I don't know. Anything
Guys,
else?
come hang out with us at C2E2, by the way. If you have or haven't been there ever, now's the year to get tickets. We are literally going to be at our booth with Chuckload of Comics. We're teaming up, getting a booth together. We're doing some cool things. We're hosting a bunch of other podcasters and YouTube channels. They're going to be doing shows. We have some awesome guests that have agreed to come on that I'm not going to spoil now. But you will be able to find us. Where in previous shows where we didn't have anywhere to go, we were kind of just lingering out there. And I know it's that weird kind of, where are these guys? Are they going to creep up behind me and get me in a chokehold and choke me out? That's not that might happen this year, but who knows? But anyways, just come to C2E2, say what up to us.
But if you want me to choke you out, just let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he does it for Funko Pops or something.
I'll be your
that.
dominatrix.
Give him a
I'm
Funko
fine with
Pop and it'll choke you out. Also, shout out to Drama with the sub. Appreciate you, dog.
Thanks, Drama.
We don't kink shame here. I will choke you out.
Yeah, he's done it before. I've seen him do it to a couple of dudes.
Until next time.
Until next time, guys. Chumps out, motherfucker.
Ciao.
Peace.
Ciao.
Oh, did you see Remy just kicked up?
That's a
Goodbye.
dick boy. I said it
that's
once.
a
I will
big yawn.
say it again. Look how thick he is. That's a big ass boy.
What are you feeding him? A human people cake? Oh no, he's watching like a little British boy.
Did you end the stream?
What the fuck
Nope,
is
I was
that?
waiting for him to stop.
I
yawning.
love you guys.